The rise of the power elite. Historical overview. The film introduces the origins of global elites, tracing the post-World War II emergence of organizations like the Bilderberg Group. In 1954, at the Bilderberg Hotel in the Netherlands, influential figures from politics, finance, and industry convened. The goal? To establish a unified Western policy framework in the face of Cold War tensions. The Bilderberg Group's foundation. The documentary reveals that the group was founded by Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands, with roots in Nazi-affiliated corporations and Western industrialism. Archival footage and expert analysis explore how these elites sought to control economic flows and global strategy under the guise of stability, a club of influence. Behind closed doors. The film dives into the ultra-private nature of Bilderberg meetings, showing how discussions on nuclear policy, economic integration, and global governance avoided public scrutiny. From NATO alliances to multinational trade agreements, the secrecy allowed them to bypass democratic processes. Powerful attendees. Historical records reveal prominent members, from Alan Greenspan and Tony Blair to Bill Clinton and even media moguls, ensuring control of information. The film scrutinizes their influence on global markets and geopolitics. Transnational strategies. Globalization and control. Exploring transnational think tanks like the Council on Foreign Relations and the Trilateral Commission, the documentary illustrates how these entities worked in tandem to consolidate economic and political influence. Manipulation of markets. Expert interviews detail how Bilderberg members control central banks, influencing interest rates, gold prices, and loans. The ideology of money is revealed as a tool for maintaining elite dominance. Transhumanism and the future of humanity. What is transhumanism? Transitioning to emerging fields, the documentary examines the elite's role in advancing transhumanist technologies, genetic editing, AI, and human augmentation. While promising innovation, these developments raise questions about inequality and control. A new frontier of power. By shaping these technologies, elites ensure they remain gatekeepers of progress, controlling the societal and ethical implications. The media machine, controlling the narrative. The documentary exposes the media's role in protecting these secretive elites. Major news outlets, often linked to Bilderberg attendees, downplay or ignore these meetings, ensuring the public remains unaware. Hollywood's reflection. From Spectre to Eyes Wide Shut, the portrayal of shadowy power structures in film mirrors real-world operations, subtly normalizing these ideas while masking their truth. The sovereignty struggle. Europe under pressure. Historical accounts of France's Charles de Gaulle resisting Bilderberg influence are explored. His defiance of their globalist agenda underscores the tension between national sovereignty and transnational control. Economic puppetry. Case studies of economic manipulation, such as Argentina's debt crises, reveal how these elites leverage financial systems to enforce compliance among nations. The global consensus policy without accountability. The documentary outlines how meetings like the G7, World Economic Forum, and IMF conferences perpetuate Bilderberg consensus. By aligning these agendas, the elites create a unified framework that governs international policy. Secrecy justified? Elite defenders argue that private discussions allow for frank dialogue, free from public criticism. Critics counter that these secretive dealings erode democracy, concentrating power among the few. Conclusion. Unveiling the truth. Breaking the silence. As the documentary wraps up, it calls for transparency and public accountability. Experts argue that secrecy in governance breeds distrust and stifles democracy. A warning for the future. The closing montage juxtaposes historical footage with modern-day crises, highlighting how unchecked elite power shapes our world. The architects of influence hold the blueprints to our future. The question is, Will we remain silent or demand a seat at the table?